Hello and welcome to Mathews Company Tech Tip Videos. In this video, we're going to talk about flame sense probe optimization, which is crucial to getting the burner to light reliably and stay lit. Just wanted to share some of the experience that we've had. We work with a lot of machines here at Mathews Company, and at the end of the line, we test fire most all of them. And some of the problems we've seen, I just want to share some of that experience with you because we adjust these on a pretty regular basis. So if we could take a look at the burner itself right now, I'm going to show you a couple of the problems that we've seen. One of which, if the flame sense probe, which is on the top here, I'm going to move that so you can see it, this right here, that senses flame. And what it has to see is it sends out a voltage onto the probe. It's going to go through the flame itself and then through the ground of the burner, and it creates a current loop in the ignition board to hold the flame and say that I see the flame and we can keep going. So periodically when we're checking out a burner, we'll see something like this, and you can notice that the flame sense probe is actually hitting the side of the burner. If that condition exists, the burner will light momentarily and then it will go out, and it'll be very frustrating to find this. When we adjust them here at the factory, I like to turn that probe so it's not touching anything and it's roughly centered over the holes. And in that position there, this is proven to be very reliable. And in almost every case, we can get the burner to light and stay lit, and it's worked well for us. On the bottom here, we have the flame, the ignition, and that's our spark igniter. Where it's sitting right now is actually pretty good. And there's a little bit of forgiveness there. You can move this probe, and coincidentally, there's Phillips screws on a collar just outside the burner here that I'm loosening up as I'm doing this. You can loosen these up and they'll slide in and out and they'll turn. And that's what I'm doing with the flame sense probe too. So you can see that the igniter piece is actually moving back and forth. We want to get this relatively close to centered over the top of that probe and leaving a gap there. As long as our spark is reliable, we want it to jump that gap and ignite for us. And it's been, that also, if it's set up properly, has been very reliable. But it's important to have the flame sensing set to where it's not touching anything and that we've got a good flame to start with. And I guess if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out for information. But until then, that's what we have for today, and until the next video, we'll see you then.